Hi everyone. Today we're going to go over basic shapes, the Google SketchUp assignment number 1. You're going to start by clicking on SketchUp 2015, and then you're going to say choose a template, and you're going to pick this first one, the simple template, feet and inches. So click on that, and then you're going to go to the Start Using SketchUp button down here and click there. So it should bring you to this screen. You have an instructor toolbox over here, but you don't really need this. I'm going to go over the assignment with you so you can just X out of that. Just a couple things. If you look at your mouse, the scroll button in the middle, if you press that forward and out, that's your zoom. Your zoom is also up here in the corner. If you hold down that scroll button in the middle on your mouse, it's going to put you in the orbit view. Okay, it's going to allow you to orbit around the screen. Okay, that's also located up here. If you notice, there's just one single bar up here. If you wanted to get all of your tools showing, you're going to go to the View button, the View tab, and then you're going to click on Toolbars, and you're going to check all the boxes that you need here, okay? I'm going to just go ahead and check all of them so we have everything. Might remove some of these that we don't need. Alright, so I'm just going to leave that, well, measurements. Anything else that you might need, you can always come back in here and check, alright? You can close that now. The other thing is you can also move these around if you need to. That's really helpful if you have more than one thing. We have a lot of duplicate tools on either side, okay? So, in this first basic shapes assignment, what you're going to do is you're going to start out by drawing a rectangular box on this bottom plane here where you see this green line and this red line. That's your X and Y axis, and the blue line is your Z axis, your three-dimensional axis. So on the plane where it's just your X and Y, you're going to draw a flat shape. So you're going to go and find the rectangular box. It's in multiple locations because I've checked multiple boxes, so just click on one of those. You're going to click once. Left click with your mouse one time to activate this box. If you notice, my box is actually coming up in the three-dimensional plane. I want it on the two-dimensional plane, so while that's still active, I'm going to press on the middle of my mouse, the scroll bar, and I'm going to orbit to the top view so that the box now is on the two-dimensional plane, okay? It's still just active. I haven't clicked again to close it. Just to show you, if I clicked and it was closed, it would show as solid, okay? So I don't want that. I actually want to keep it just as active because I want to put in some measurements here. So I'm going to go ahead and put in, they are asking you to put in a 6-foot by 3-foot rectangular box. Now if you notice down in the bottom here, it's going to show your dimensions. You can't actually click into that box. You have to just start typing when your box is activated. When this drawing is activated, you're just going to start typing 6 apostrophe, that's 6 feet, comma, 3 feet, and then you're going to press enter. There you're going to have your 6-foot by 3-foot box, and you are going to be able to now orbit around and see this box from different angles, okay? The second thing that you're going to do is you're going to use the push-pull tool, okay? This push-pull tool is in multiple places, and what that does is it pulls your shape into the three-dimensional plane along the blue axis. When you click on this push-pull tool, you're going to hover over the box. Click once on the box when it's highlighted just to activate it, okay? You just want to click once, left click once, and release so that your shape is activated. Then, just like how I did my rectangular shape, I'm going to type in 4 feet. It wants you to make this box 4 feet tall, okay? So you can see in the bottom left, I just typed 4 feet, and I'm going to hit enter. There we go. Now I have a rectangular box. The next thing that it's going to want you to do is make a copy of this and place it right next to it. Also, between tools, when you've clicked on a certain tool and that tool is active, you can always go back to your select tool, and that will allow you to highlight things and not mess up anything, okay? So, to duplicate this box, you could just go ahead and create another box exactly the same dimensions as you did the first box, or you could highlight this box by drawing a huge window over the box and then pressing the move button, which is right up here, and then you hold down control at the same time. So I'm going to hold down the control button and I'm going to pick up this box and I'm going to just bring it over. And you can also see that it says on red axis. I'm going to click. Now I can release my finger from control and I've got a duplicate box right next to it. Alright? Next, it's going to want you to make this box hollow. What you're going to do is you're going to click on the rectangle. You're going to go on the face. See how it highlights the face because it shows you that you're about to draw on the face of this object? You click anywhere, any size box really, on the face. Then it's going to want you to push this box all the way in to make it hollow. So I'm going to go back to my push-pull tool. I'm going to click on the box once, okay? You click once and release, left click once and release to activate it. So it's a movable, it's movable. And I'm going to push it a little bit in just so that the box knows that it's going in a negative direction. And I'm going to go ahead and type the width of the box that we made it 3 feet. And hit enter. Okay, so because the width of our box was 3 feet, when I pushed that inside square in, it made it 3 feet as well. Okay? Next, we're going to go ahead and go on to the next portion of this. You're going to make another rectangular box. I'm going to do it the same way that we did this one. Actually, I'm going to just go ahead and copy this one over. So I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to press the move button and hold down control. And I'm going to move this box over. Okay, and I'm just going to place it here. I'm going to release my hand from control and then I'm going to go back to my arrow button. So I have another box. What this wants you to do is to make a box that's 2 feet tall. Right now it's 4 feet tall. So what I can do is I can go to my push-pull tool, highlight over the top of this box to push it down, click on it, and then I'm going to push it a little bit into that direction, that negative direction that I want it to go down. And I'm just going to type in 2 feet. And hit enter. So there I have my box that is 2 feet tall now. Then I'm going to draw another rectangle. If you notice, I'm orbiting around to make it easy for myself. And I'm going to draw the rectangular box on the top there. Okay, now I'm going to pull that box up 2 feet. So I'm going to click on it, I'm going to orbit around again so I can see it properly. I want it to go in this direction, so I'm going to pull it up a little bit, and then I'm just going to say 2 feet. Okay, I type that in, hit enter, and there I have another smaller box on top of that. And they're all 4 feet tall. Okay? Next, for the cylinders, what I'm going to do is create a cylinder using the circle tool. Alright? So, using a cylinder, what you can do is, using the circle, what you can do is you can click once to activate it, and you're getting your circle, right? And I orbit it around so I'm on this two-dimensional plane that you can see. And in the bottom, you'll see the radius. I'm just going to make this a 2-foot radius circle and hit enter. And there I have a 2-foot radius circle. Okay. Now, to make a cylinder, I'm going to pull that up. So I'm going to go back to my push-pull tool, click on the circle, pull it up a little bit so it knows it's going in a positive direction, and I'm going to type in 4 feet because I want it the same height as my box is. 4 feet, enter. There's a cylinder. Okay, now to copy this over, again, I'm going to click the move button. Actually, first I'm going to click the arrow and highlight it, and then I'm going to click the move button. I'm going to hit control, grab a hold of it, and pull it over. I'm actually going to zoom out. This is still active, but I can use my center scroll button on the mouse to zoom out so I can see things, and I'm going to line it up behind this one. Okay? Now, I want to make this one hollow. I want to make a circle in the middle to make it hollow. So I'm going to go ahead and just draw a circle on the center of this one. Doesn't matter the size. What I'm looking for is that you are able to make it hollow. So now I'm going to go back to my push-pull tool. I'm going to hover over it. Once it's shaded and I know it's highlighted, I click on it once to activate it. I'm going to push it in a little bit. I haven't hit the button to close it yet. And then I'm going to, since I know this is 4 feet tall, I'm going to go ahead and type in 4 feet and hit enter. And there I have a hollow tube. Okay, my cylinder is now hollow. So, the last shape in this is the cylinder that's 2 feet tall with another smaller cylinder on the center that's 2 feet tall. The same way that we did the box, I'm going to highlight this one. I'm going to press the move button. I'm going to hit control. I'm going to click on it. While I'm holding control, bring it all the way over and then click to place it. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use my push-pull tool, just like the box. Click on the top to activate it, push it down a little bit so it knows to go negative distance, and I'm going to put in 2 feet. Okay? So now I have a 2-foot tall cylinder. On the top of that, I'm going to make another circle. I'm going to zoom in, orbit around, click in the center there, and click again to make a circle. Now I'm going to go back to my arrow tool. You can also hit escape. That will get you out of your tool, any tool that you're in, and into this arrow as well. I'm going to click on the push-pull tool, hover, click, and I'm left clicking here, and I am going to type in 2 feet and hit enter. So here you have your 6 shapes, okay, your 6 objects. And that's it. You are done with Google SketchUp Assignment 1, the Basic Shapes assignment.